So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This is going to the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine collectives for May 21st, 2026. So let's start with Divine Feminine. I feel as though Divine Feminine is letting go of inner child trauma related to codependency today. And as she lets go of that codependency, the Divine Feminine is seen where she's losing herself in chasing, in like a self-abandonment, and the Divine Feminine is letting go of that need to prove her worth. And as she lets go of that need to prove her worth, the Divine Feminine is really stepping into her power fully. I feel as though the Divine Feminine is still struggling with anxiety as well. As this anxiety ends up being released from her system, she is seeing where she is still controlling. She is seeing where she is not trusting the divine. And as the Divine Feminine lets go of these limited beliefs about the divine, she is seeing where she is holding herself back in order to be socially acceptable. I feel as though the Divine Feminine is also letting go of a lot of limited beliefs about love too. And she lets go of these limited beliefs about love. She is seeing where she does not trust her union. I feel as though the Divine Feminine is seeing on some level she still does not trust that her union will come in fully. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is letting go of that limited thinking that dates back to past lives. And as the Divine Feminine lets go of that past life trauma, she is seeing where she shrank herself in order to be chosen, in order to be loved. And I feel as though the Divine Feminine is really putting her foot down on self-abandonment. She is no longer resonating with dimming her light. She feels that need to take up space completely, unapologetically, and deeply. And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. I feel as though Divine Masculine is letting go of limited beliefs about time still. As he lets go of those limited beliefs about time, he is seeing how he let his fear of not being enough prevent him from really being in his power. And I feel as though the Divine Masculine is really ruminating over how much lost time has actually passed because he was afraid to fully step up into his power. But the Divine Masculine is letting go of that self-abandonment. He's letting go of that fear of not being enough. And as he clears the fear of not being enough, he is seeing where he is sabotaging his limited beliefs, about love. I feel as though he's really ruminating over it. The more the Divine Masculine goes within, the more he sees that he still does not trust love. And because he does not trust love, the Divine Masculine is somewhat rejected in some shape or form. I feel as though the Divine Masculine has cleared a rejection wound today. And as he clears the rejection wound, he is seeing that nobody really rejected him. He rejected himself. And this is helping the Divine Masculine to really step into his power, to really step into his divinity. And I feel as though he is no longer apologizing for standing out. He is taking out space completely, unapologetically, and deeply. And that's what I give for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I post updates about twin plates often. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can either DM me or you can reach out to my Calendly link below on my page. I will see you another time. Namaste.